Okay, let's move on. I think we're going to show a video from Bergen.
Torbjørn, now we are on Fintech Festival in Bergen. Is this a place to be to discuss Bitcoin, crypto, digital assets?
Absolutely. So cryptocurrencies, digital assets, tokenization, even Bitcoin is definitely a part of the financial technology scene.
Are we then talking about a new payment rails? Are we talking about tokenization, or what are the topics?
So all of the above. Speaking for myself, it's been much more about, call it actual demand from users, compliance, regulation, and products, rather than the infrastructure as such. But there are other tracks where the infrastructure is covered as well.
Robert Eikheim, I have seen that you guys in Firi, you have been on a lot of different fintech conferences.
Yes.
And you are using the fintech word more often than before. Is this conscious?
Yes, it is, because we are, as you know, the crypto exchange, but it's very important for us to also move into new areas of business. And banking, for example, is all about fintech. So we have a clear role, and we have an ambition to not only deliver exchange services to the retail segment, but also deliver services and infrastructure to the banks.
Well, looking into the agenda, I would say that this one has grown from being a small niche festival to become an equal player among the Nordic ones of Stockholm Fintech Week, the one in Copenhagen, etc. So indeed, when we also see, call it, the tension and level that has been put onto the agenda of not only focusing on how actually the native crypto assets like Bitcoin and all of the call it collateral size of how you function it into ecosystem is on the agenda, but also like we talked about with the Norwegian Central Bank, DNB, Nordea and others, of how it fits into a totality of an ecosystem of tokenized assets, tokenized bank deposits and other. And clearly, yes, that's where we see that this is an agenda to merge everything together to what it's about. It's about finance.
Yes. So where was this then, and what happened in Bergen a couple of days ago?
Well, this was the Norway Fintech Festival, which is sort of the biggest fintech event happening in Norway. You were there last year.
Yeah.
This was my first year. But they try to get the industries together. Yeah, and we mainly just hang out in the crypto corner.
Yeah, you could call it a crypto scene, and it was, but it was 10 or 12 or something different agendas or sessions. So it's interesting that this had happened in the last couple of years, and we have seen the same in Stockholm, in Finland, in Copenhagen, that crypto or digital assets or digital payments is becoming part of the agenda in the fintech industry. And why is that?
Well, I can't really ignore it anymore. And as we talked with traditional finance people, they have been watching from the sideline for far too long now and realizing that they have to and want to learn more about it. So I think that is why it started to take more. Because these festivals, I'm not sure about this, but this festival has been a thing for a couple of years. But it's only the last 2 years that crypto has been involved.
Well, increasingly.
Yeah. Okay.
And of course, I haven't been to fintech festivals for a lot of years, but it seems like it is growing in importance. But it's not only in the fintech industry. And also this week, there has been sort of a treasury conference in Gothenburg with 1,000 people. And they also had 8 or 10 different topics on digital assets, digital money. And last autumn, you and I, we were at the Norwegian Payment Conference where all the traditional payment people from bank and finance was. And then we had a discussion about stablecoins. So it is becoming an agenda. It's not only for the hoodies anymore, or whatever you call them.
Yeah, and it's really fun to go to these events, and some traditional finance guy just asks you the simplest question, and then you just start to explain everything, and then they really enjoy learning about this.
Yeah, and of course, it has to be said that you could be in a silo. You could be in a corner or whatever and not be willing to share your knowledge. And you have to be open. You have to be able also to maybe explain why things are happening, both on the payment side and on the investment side.
Yeah, and the main stage, there were companies like Vipps and Klarna and
Revolut.
Yeah, Revolut, yeah. And those are... Revolut has, for example, begun have crypto products.
Yeah, they are part of what you could call a neobank trend, and even Klarna now has a couple of different types of crypto offerings. They have, for instance, supported a new stablecoin launched together with Stripe, and they have also implemented some type of crypto wallets. So things are happening all the way.
Yeah, and they talked about it at the festival, as they call it, that in the Nordics, traditional finance are really popular, branded as well. Vipps and Swish and Mobile Pay being the biggest brands in...
Really, really strong brands.
This program is sponsored by BTCX, Sweden's first Bitcoin company, and today a leading Nordic player making Bitcoin accessible through simple exchanges and OTC services. Bybit, one of the world's largest crypto exchanges. In Europe, Bybit offers its services through Bybit EU, a MiCA-regulated crypto company with a strategic focus on the Nordic region. CoinMotion, Finland's largest crypto platform and one of the Nordics' leading regulated platform for investing in digital assets, now also launched in Sweden. And K33, a Norway-based brokerage and research firm specializing in digital assets, providing professional services and in-depth insights for investors and institutions. A huge thank you to all our sponsors.